You guys have no idea what you're in for today. This recipe, so good.
What's for dinner?
Hey everyone, I'm Chef Z and welcome back to another delicious episode of Chef Z Cooks. Today we are making a homemade delicious orange chicken. Now listen up. This right here, hands down, has to be one of my favorite things to get at my local takeout spot. Not only is it perfectly crispy, but it is the perfect combination of sweet and salty flavor. And I love making it at home because I can control just how sweet and salty I like it. Now, one of the hardest things about making this dish is not eating all of the chicken once you fry it up in the beginning. Now, once you make it, you'll make it time and time and again because guess what? This comes together in no time. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Orange chicken is so easy to make that you're going to be surprised how you haven't made this sooner. And by the way, you probably have all of the ingredients in your house right now. So in order to make orange chicken, you can do it a variety of different ways. I actually love using boneless, skinless chicken thighs because I think that they're tastier. You can also use chicken breast, or you can do what I did in this video, and that's actually combine the two. We're going to kick things off by seasoning the chicken with some kosher salt and black pepper. And then to that, we're also going to add some all-purpose flour along with some cornstarch, and we're also going to add an egg. Now, this is a great recipe to get the kiddies involved because you do get to get your hands dirty, which I find to be a little fun. Now, I always make sure to use gloves because like I mentioned, you do get a little dirty. I want to mix everything until it's well combined. Now, if you look closely, you can see that the batter is a little bit dry for my liking, but that's totally fine. What I'm going to do is add an extra egg. So make sure you have extra eggs handy in case you have to make the batter just a little bit more wet and a little bit more moist. We're gonna mix that all together until it is beautifully coated. And what this is going to do is make the chicken extra crispy. We're now going to warm up our wok over medium-high heat, and then to that we're going to add some oil for frying, and that could be either vegetable oil, canola oil, or even peanut oil, which is really good frying oil because you can get it really nice and hot. And once that oil is up to temperature, we're going to very carefully add the chicken into the oil. Now, because of the batter, the chicken is going to want to stick to itself. So with some heat-resistant tongs, you just want to very carefully just kind of spread it apart. If you have a metal whisk like I have here, you can also do that. Now, the chicken right now looks a little pale, which means that we need to fry it for a little bit longer. And you know that the chicken is cooked when it is beautiful, golden, brown, and crispy, just like you see right here. Now, believe it or not, we are cooking the chicken all the way through. So if you want to steal a little piece and taste it, go ahead and be my guest. Now, because we're making so much chicken, we're actually going to be frying this in batches. Now, keep in mind that when you are preparing the chicken, you do want to cut it more or less into equal sizes so that everything cooks evenly and more or less around the same time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is a ton of oil, so we're going to remove about 90 to 95% of the oil. And then to that warm oil, we're going to add all of that freshly minced garlic along with the freshly minced ginger. We're going to saute that for about a minute, and you don't want it to burn. We're going to add our soy sauce. We're going to add our rice wine vinegar along with some sugar, and that's really going to help balance out the sauce. We're going to mix it until it's well combined. Now remember, we are making some orange chicken, so we want to zest the orange, and we want to use every single part of it because zesting the orange actually gives this dish so much flavor. So after we've zested the orange, we're gonna mix everything until it's well combined. Now, I should say that things do move a little bit quickly, so you wanna make sure to prep all of your ingredients beforehand. We're now going to juice the orange. We're going to add some hot pepper flakes. You can also use whole chilies. Now, if you don't want this dish to be spicy, you can omit the chilies overall. we're going to add a slurry, which is simply equal parts cornstarch with water, and that's going to help thicken the sauce. And now my favorite part, we're gonna add the chicken back into the sauce. We're gonna very gently toss it in the sauce. And as you can see, the chicken really drinks up the sauce. We're gonna add some sesame seeds, which by the way is my favorite. Now, if you have sushi rice or white sticky rice, make sure to palette high along with the chicken. I like to garnish it with some more sesame seeds and some fresh scallions. Now, if you want a step-by-step tutorial on how to make this, make sure to visit my website, chefzcooks.com. And until next time, buen provecho.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Now, if you have any questions on anything that you saw today, or if you want the recipe listed out step by step, make sure that you visit my website, chefzcooks.com, join the Chef Z family, click that bell so that you're notified each and every single time I post an all new video. Now listen up. I have so many recipes here on my channel, so be sure and click right here so that you can watch and make more delicious, yummy meals for you and your family. And speaking of yummy meals, this here is super delicious. I'm so hungry and it's time to dig in. Oh, yes.